Welcome to GPS Manipur. In this particular video, we are interested in understanding about lightning. Lightning that is happening up in the sky. During rainy season, lightning happens a lot. And we just want to understand that why it is an electricity, what is charge there, and we'll go on and further understand in detail. Okay, so what are the things we are going to understand in this particular video? First thing, we'll understand about charge. What is charge? And second, we'll understand about how clouds gather charge, how they become charged. Okay, and after understanding how clouds become charged, we are going to understand about how lightning occurs. After that, we'll understand about Benjamin Franklin kite experiment. Okay, and at last, we'll understand about some of the application, okay, some of the devices that were made after an kite experiment. After understanding that the thing happening up in the sky is electricity, after understanding that they have made some devices to protect, okay, like buildings from lightning, okay, like electricity from lightning. So we are going to understand that. So let's go, let's start. It's raining. I'm standing in the rain. My camera is getting wet. Just to explore an idea. It's raining now and thunderstorm comes, lightning comes. But have you ever questioned that lightning, what is happening up in the sky, what is it? What is it? Have you ever questioned that whenever lightning strikes, the tree get burned, the tree get chopped into half, you can see like animals died because of strike, you can even see the news, see the videos of people getting shocked from all this lightning. But have you ever questioned what exactly is lightning? How does such a powerful thing happen up in the sky? It is just rain and it always happens just before rain. Have you ever questioned that, why it happens? What exactly is lightning? Have you ever questioned all those questions? If you have done that, okay, answer is here. We are going to explore that. We are going to understand. Okay, let us understand about charge. What charge is. In order to understand that, we need to understand about atom. Atom basically has electrons which are moving around the nucleus. Electron is negative charge. And there is something called this nucleus. Nucleus has two things in it. One is proton and another is neutron. Now, proton has positive charge and neutron has negative charge. Now, let's take the example of an atom like, let's say, sodium. Sodium has atomic number 11. So, it means that there are 11 electrons and 11 protons, which means there are 11 negative charge and 11 positive charge. Now, since positive charge and negative charge are equal, sodium atom is neutral in charge. Can you understand this much? Now, let's say I take the sodium atom and I remove one electrons from it. Now, when I remove one electrons from sodium, what it happens is, now number of electrons are less than number of protons. There are 10 electrons, protons are 11 in number. So, since there is lack of electrons, so this becomes more protons, which means positive charge. Okay. Sir, take another example. Let's take chlorine. Chlorine atomic number is, what is the atomic number of chlorine? Chlorine atomic number is 17. So, 17 we can divide it this way, that there are 17 electrons and 17 protons. Now comes the idea that they are 17 electrons, 17 protons, equal in number, so they are neutral in charge. But what if I happen to give one electrons to it? Since there is space also, I can just give one electrons to it. Now, when I give one electrons to it, it becomes 18 electrons and 17 protons, which means there are one more electrons than proton. The basic fundamental idea. Now, one electrons extra is there. Since it has one extra electrons, then it becomes more negative charge. So, the whole chlorine atom is negatively charged. Are you getting the point? Did you get the idea behind positive and negative charge? Positive charge means more electrons, negative charge means more electrons, and a positive charge means lack of electrons, okay, or more protons. The basic idea is this. But since we can only remove and add electrons, so that's why it all depends upon number of electrons. More electrons, negative charge; lack of electrons, positive charge. Okay, let us understand about lightning. How does it happen? Now, what is the charge accumulations and all? Let us understand about that. In order to understand it, we need to understand something. We have already understood about charge. We have understood about charge. Now let us understand about lightning, how it occurs. The idea behind it is, let's say it vaporizes from the ocean, water goes up. Now as it goes up, it accumulates more dust. It goes up, and now because of all this process, when it reaches up, it hits with a hailstorm. A hail is there up there. Now because of all this thing, it accumulates some positive charge. It lacks electron, it gets some positive charge, it becomes more lighter and it goes up. So there is water particles up here, there are some positive charge here, negative charge here. Now when negative charge is up here, and when positive charge is here and negative charge is here, and let's say ground is there. Now what happens is, this positive charge, it needs more electrons. This has electrons. So what happens is, if there is conducting path between these two, these electrons can go away here. So they will form lightning in the air. Okay. What if this is ours is negative charge? It has more electrons. Now because of this, what it will do is, it will want to exchange. It can exchange electrons with the earth. But this is air. It's not conducting. But when it rains, this air is also filled up with water. It's filled up with water particles. Because of that, this air becomes conducting. Now what it happens is, as soon as, like when there is water moves, and because of that, now this charge that gets accumulated here over the cloud can get exchanged with the ground. Okay, and lightning is formed. So lightning can be between the clouds, and it can be with the clouds and the ground. Okay, got the point about lightning? People used to believe that the lightning that is happening up in the sky, it is because of God's anger. God is angry and punishing the people. That was the belief. And there were several things happening, even like God is angry or something like that. In order to make him happy, they used to go to the church and ring the bell. All these things was happening in Western culture during that time. But even things like this happens, there are stories like this, that people used to go and ring the bell, and light used to strike that, lightning used to, and people have died even because of lightning. That was the belief. Now comes a person called Benjamin Franklin. It's a very interesting guy. It's a scientist. He became the president of America also. He's a very intellectual guy. He comes and he says, okay, I need to prove this is electricity. The lightning that is happening is electricity. Now, in order to prove that, what he did was, he flew a kite. And kite was interesting kite. He flew a kite, and kite was connected with some conductor is there, and it was string, and there was some key. And because of that, when lightning happens, he could see there is a spark in the key. There was spark happening in the key. And because of that, think like you are taking a conductor, and instead of the string, the rope you used to use, you put a conductor and try to fly the kite. And when lightning happens, you are going to get shock, right? That's the basic agenda. Actually, I think they haven't done that. They have used more protective form of conducting, I think. Otherwise, Benjamin Franklin could have died. So he did this, and it was called the popular kite flying experiment. And because of this, after they got, okay, there is spark, and this is the spark of electricity. So hence this must be electricity, something happening up there. It's not God's anger. Okay, so this was about kite flying experiment, and this led to the proof of that lightning is electricity. Okay, now let us discuss about devices. How they made a devices to get protected from lightning comes the idea. Now they have already known that it is electricity. Benjamin Franklin has already proved that something happening up in the sky is electricity. That is, the lightning is electricity, it's not God's anger. Now what he did was, now devices are needed to be made. Now they are planning to make devices. Now how they did was, since we knew that is electricity, and when it strike, electricity is striking, and it is very high voltage, high current. Because of that, like, things are getting burned, trees are getting burned, trees are getting chopped. Okay, people died, they burn into ashes when lightning strike. So that is the reason. Now what we can do is, there is very interesting thing about electricity. Electricity needs conductor, and electricity goes through an easy path. That's the idea. Now conductor is the thing that will give the easy path. It will have less resistance, so current can go more. That's the idea. Now when lightning strikes, if you give a conductor above you, if I keep a conductor here above me, then the lightning is going to strike the conductor. Since conductor is connected to the ground, so it will get connected to the ground directly, and I will be protected. For the building's sake, what they will do is, they will put a conductor at road above the conductor, a straight road above the conductor. When lightning strikes, all this conductor, it will take the electricity and it will pass to the ground, so building is not affected. So it is very important for buildings and all those things to have all this conductor above. Even people, what they used to do is, all those roads they are used for making the building, just to keep it open up there so that it can conduct directly to the ground. Another more good example will be the lightning arrestor that is being used in electricity. Like big transmission lines, they used to have a wire above that. A thin wire is there above between the two towers, and what that does is, the basic idea of that is, that will conduct electricity. The lightning that is coming to the ground, it's not for carrying electricity, it's for protecting other devices. So when lightning strikes, it is for protecting other devices from lightning. Okay, so that's the idea behind it. So thank you so much, thank you for watching the video. Now since you have watched till here, I hope it is interesting to you. If you think it is interesting, please, there is like, share and subscribe, please do all those things, and we'll meet in the next video.